Sponsored by the Finance Committee, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to apply to the U.S. Marshals Service, Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force, and accept, if offered, a $25,000 grant to purchase a vehicle to be used by the Elyria Police Department for said task force and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes, Mr. President, I move this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules and declared emergency.
Second.
Second by Mr. Stewart. Discussion?
Question.
Question on the motion. All in favor of suspension signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. On the emergency, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. On the passage, all in favor of the passage signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Did you want to say something, Chief?
It's ordinance 2009-102.
Yes, I was going to ask you if you could amend that ordinance.
Oh, okay.
Reason being is under state bids, that vehicle is about $23,000. However, we contacted our local dealerships. They could give us that vehicle for $21,000. So what we would like to do is lower that amount down a little bit because we still got to buy equipment for it. We're going to buy that out of our own general fund monies. But if we lower this down, we could buy the vehicle for $21,000 and put the equipment in also.
I think can we do that through?
You can leave it as is.
Yeah,
you just know you have a maximum, Chief.
Yeah, but I think if it's $25,000, you have to go out for bids.
No, it has to be more than 25,000.
More than 25, I stand corrected then. But thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Chief. Sorry I missed that.
I think he's got the wrong word. He's got the one for the vehicle. Right. It's a grant, right? What about the next one? That passed also. Sponsored by the Finance Committee, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and enter a purchase agreement or purchase through a state purchasing program a vehicle to be used by the Elyria Police Department for the assignment of the Northern Ohio Fugitive Task Force and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Bullock.
Mr. President, I move this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules and declared emergency.
Second.
Second by Mr. Stewart. Discussion?
Mr. President, if this is only $25,000, then do we need to go out for bids on this?
Actually, no, we don't, but sometimes we do things for a lot less than $25,000. We do.
To follow up, Mr. President, especially what Chief Metter said, I think this is the one he's really talking about. Because the first one was just the grant. The one you wanted to amend was just the grant. And I don't think you want to amend the grant. Now we're into actually purchasing the vehicle. And we're actually going to try and go through state purchasing, aren't we?
Mr. Schilling is correct. I mean, the first one, they're going to give us $25,000, but we want to set the $25,000, but we want to do it all with $25,000. The state bids on this vehicle is $23,000, but our local dealership is also going to offer the vehicle for $21,000, so we like to set their offer versus taking the state bids. So long as we don't have to go out for bids, that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Well, if that's the case, Mr. President, you don't need this ordinance. Because he can do that by the chief can do that, and the city can do that by purchase order.
Okay.
Is that what you're planning on doing, Chief?
We just want to buy the vehicle for $21,000.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty. Yeah.
Because all this ordinance is authorizing the mayor to go out for bids, but he's not talking about doing that this time. I understand.
Yeah, Mayor Grace.
Somebody can clarify that.
Mr. President, I think I'll yield, of course, to the law director on this, but I think the safe practice would be to pass this ordinance. I think we need to research. I'm not sure we can just award, state purchasing has a price that's negotiated. State law allows us to enter into direct contracts with state purchased negotiated products at their prices. Even if we find a lower price, I'm not sure that would exclude us from going through a bid process. That would obviously be determined by the law director, but I think
I tend to disagree because under the state law and under our charter, if we're under if it's $25,000 or less, we don't even have to go out for bids.
Okay, I know we raised that 3 years back.
No, the state legislature controls that dollar amount. The $25,000.
$25,000.
by the state legislature, that's correct. And the rule basically is under our charter, if it's that amount or less, we do not have to go out for bids.
Okay, I'll ask the motion to be withdrawn.
So moved. Remove my
The
motion.
second concur.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Have this removed.
Sorry for all the confusion.